Mm. So let's close our eyes and drop in. So this class is focused on detoxification. And not just detoxification on a physical level, but also when we do these movements and we shift our frequency, create coherence between our mind and our body, then we have this opportunity to let go of stagnant ways of thinking, stagnant emotions. And so it's a great opportunity when we really focus on being present and we allow these practices to just shift us, that we then come with our new perspective, our ever so slightly different way of thinking, and let go of those ways that don't serve us. And for each of us, it's a different, unique set of stagnant emotions and thoughts that we benefit from shedding. So let's just take a moment here and drop in and notice how you feel. This morning's class, lots of some of those more unusual things we do in Kundalini, but they just really work. So let's start by coming onto all fours and do a little bit of cat-cow. Inhale, arch, and exhale, round. And aim to be super present. So feel the movement. Presence, creating that coherence where we're tuned in to our breath, to our sensations, to our energy. This is how we are able to then self-correct, because we're able to tune in and self-reflect. Let's tuck the toes and push back into down dog. So first down dog of the morning, push into the base of your fingers and take deep breaths. Deep inhale and a deep exhale. And make any little movements or adjustments here that just feel good in your body, that create a little bit extra length. So maybe firming your legs, maybe drawing the shoulders away from the ears, maybe bending the knees, whatever feels good. Deep inhale and a long exhale. And now let's step the right foot forward. So you can bring the left knee down first. Step the right leg foot forward, left knee down, and reach up. As you exhale, sink in. Inhale, reach up. And then exhale, hands down, step back to down dog. And now left foot forward, right knee down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, sink in. Inhale, reach up and back. And exhale, hands down and step back to down dog. And then here, inhale forward to plank. Exhale, lower to the ground. So drop your knees down or straight legs. Inhale into cobra. Exhale back into down dog. Take a full inhale here. And a long exhale. Inhale forward to plank again. Exhale, lower to the ground. Inhaling cobra. Exhaling down dog. Full inhale. Long exhale. Let's do one more like that. Inhale forward. Exhaling lower. Inhaling cobra. Exhaling down dog. And when you're ready, inhale, right leg rises. Exhaling knee to nose. Inhale, three-legged dog. Again, right leg rises. And we're going to bring the right foot forward. So remember, left knee can come down first. We step the right foot forward. Lift the left knee and come up into high lunge. Inhale, reach up. And as you exhale, palms together, and let's take a twist. So left elbow outside the right knee. You can also have left forearm and right hand. Lovely. Push into the back heel, take an inhale. And as you exhale, twist a little bit. Take one more like that. Inhale. And exhale, twist a little bit more. Really nice. Hands down. Step back to plank. Inhale. Exhaling lower. Inhaling cobra or up dog. Exhale into down dog. Take a full inhale. A long exhale. Inhale, left leg rises high to the sky. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, three-legged dog. And then exhale, left foot forward. So remember, right knee can come down first. Inhale, reach up, high lunge, push into the back heel. Draw the right hip forward for balance. And then let's exhale and take the twists. So right forearm on the outside, left hand on your waist, or the elbow on the outside, palms together, whichever version works. And just twist, push into the back heel. Take a full inhale. And then exhaling, twist. Inhale. And one more, exhaling, twist. Inhale, hands down, step back to plank. And then exhale, lower. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, back into down dog. Full inhale. A long exhale. Inhale, right leg rises. Exhale, knee to nose, shoulders over wrists. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, right foot forward, high lunge. Inhale, reach up. And now as you exhale, the right hand comes behind you and comes onto your left thigh. And it can be nice to have the palm facing away from you, or you can have the palm facing in, whichever works. Feel it in your shoulder. That's it. So lovely twisting action here. Reach the left arm towards the sky and draw that right arm. Even if you like, you can bring it to the outside of that left thigh and breathe here. So let's take 3 breaths. Inhale, lengthen. And then as you exhale, right arm reaches a little bit more behind the left thigh. Left arm extends. Really nice. 2 more. And exhale, twist. Inhale. And exhale. Really nice. Both arms up. Feel as you come back, both arms up, the feeling of the internal organs going back to center. And then let's exhale, hands down, step back and lower. Inhaling, up dog or cobra. And exhale back into down dog. Really staying tuned in. Take a full inhale here. And a long exhale. Left side, left leg lifts as you inhale. And then left knee to nose. Shoulders over wrists. Inhale, three-legged dog. And then left foot forward. And come up into your high lunge. And so straight away, right hip forward, push into the back heel, outer left hip drawing in. And now the left hand comes. So whatever works, you can bring it to the outside of the right thigh. You can place it down the back of the right thigh. You can have it facing in or out. Feel in your shoulder what works for you. And then reach the right arm up. Let's take 3 twisting breaths here. So inhale, fill up. And as you exhale, reach in the right arm and lower and extend in the left. 2 more. And exhale. Twist, so balancing. Inhale. And exhale. Such a lovely massage for the internal organs. Inhale, reach both arms up. And exhale, hands down. Step back and lower. Inhaling up dog or cobra. And exhale back into down dog. Take a full inhale. And a long exhale. Let's walk the hands back to the feet. Folding forwards. And now left hand comes to the right knee, shin, ankle, floor, whatever works. Right hand to your waist. And think of both of your sitting bones facing backwards. And so you're turning in the torso. And twist. So the right hand can absolutely stay here on the right hip. Or if you like, you can bring the right hand to your shoulder and then reach it up. See what works. You can leave both legs straight. Or if you like, it's kind of nice sometimes to bend the left knee. And it gives a little bit more space for that nice open twist. And let's breathe here. Full inhale. And exhale, twist. Inhale. And exhale. One more here. Inhale. And exhale. Always mindful of the neck. Really nice. Slowly coming down. Just fold forward. Take a deep breath. And release. Let's go the other side. So now the right hand, somewhere on the outside of the left leg, right knee bends. And again, you can choose to leave the hand on the waist, or you can reach the arm to the shoulder and then all the way up, looking down or up. And breathe. Deep inhale. And then exhaling, twist. Inhale. Exhaling, twist. And see, can you just be here? No agenda. Just dropping into this moment. And now release your hands down, both hands down, and let's slowly roll up. Really nice. Let's come into chair pose. So feet are together and bend your knees like you're sitting into a chair. And then reach the arms up. So we'll do a hovering twist first, and then we'll hold a twist. So inhaling, reach. And as you exhale, hands in prayer. You can bring, doesn't matter which one, right? We'll do both, but left elbow outside the right knee and hover it. And try not to let the knees move. Inhale, reach the center. And then exhaling, hover. So don't worry about how far the elbow gets. Think of this as this beautiful massage for your internal organs. And so important to breathe deeply. So as you move, no strain. Exhaling, twist. Inhale and come to the center. So like this gentle massaging with the breath and with the twist. And so it's something that's really nice and supportive. It's wonderful for the spine also. Let's do one more each side. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. So we're going to hold next time. So inhale to center. Definitely generates a lot of heat when we stay in chair pose, right? Let's exhale and just hold. Doesn't matter which side you're at. So it can be the forearm on your outside of your knee, or you can have the elbow. And breathe. So full inhale. And as you exhale, see, can you twist a little more? Here we have to be mindful of not letting one knee, usually the left one, go forward of the right, and not twisting in the hips. See, can you sit a little lower? And we'll come back to center. Inhale, reach. Nearly done. Other side. Exhale. So it's great just to move the body before we take to the floor. One more breath here. Twist as you exhale. Excellent. Inhale, center. Exhale, fold forward, straighten your legs. And just stay here, folding forward. Maybe heel toe your feet so they're hip distance apart. And hold on to your elbows. Really great. So let's come from here and come lying on our back. So we're going to get into a little bit of core work. Yeah, twisting, also very heating. And for some people, sometimes twisting can lead to a little bit of a feeling of agitation. And sometimes that is actually just as we squeeze the organs and have that twisting action and stagnation is moved, that it can lead to a little bit of agitation. And just notice that if that's the case, and keep breathing. So we'll start with some pistoning of the legs. So hands either underneath your hips or interlaced behind the back of your head. Inhale and exhale. And you can close your eyes. So this is always a magnificent pose for the lower intestines. So it's a fantastic pose for digestion and just moving stagnation in this area. You're kind of massaging with the legs, so squeezing and then extending. And so as we move, see, can you just notice and feel what's happening in your body? Hands underneath your hips if your lower back is arching. And you remember, if your lower back is lifting, then legs higher supports the lower back, keeps it imprinting a little bit more. Finding always the right place for you on this day. Every day is different. Firing up the energy here at the navel. Nearly there. Inhale, extend the legs. Pause, hold, lift the pelvic floor, hold. Shaking is normal. And then when you're ready, exhale, release the legs down. And just breathe here for a moment. So full, deep breaths. And it's really valuable to take a moment in these pauses and drop in and just notice what is happening in your own body. Subtle shifts. And so the more that we can tune into this subtlety, the more that we can really come from a more present place, because we're less up in our heads or externally focused. And so when we tune into more of the subtle, we have an inner out focus. If you think of an iceberg, we'll do double leg lifts while I chat away. So legs up and down. There's the tip of the iceberg above the water, and most of it, inhale up, exhale down, is beneath the water. And that's the exact same with us. And so these yoga practices that draw us inside, experiencing the enormous world inside of us, means that we have inside out living more. We're tuned into the subtlety inside. And so we choose how we manifest externally, what we project, rather than outside in living, which is so destructive for us, where the first thing you do is put on your phone and the news and let the external world determine how you're feeling, how you're projecting. And so tuning into subtlety is just noticing more of that internal world, having the ability to self-correct. So noticing stagnant ways of thinking or emotions, letting them go, and choosing how we're going to be. So it doesn't mean it's all roses and flowers inside that huge part of the iceberg beneath the water. But it means at least we're aware of what's going on inside, and we're not unconsciously letting internal stuff influence external, and external determine how we feel internally. We're becoming a little bit more masterful. Really great. So stay tuned in to your inner world. Inhale, legs all the way up. Notice the shifts as we move through each of these poses. Pause the breath, lift the pelvic floor. Exhale, release down. Palms up. And deep breaths. And drop in. And see, can you experience and be present from the inside rather than watching from the outside in. So fully tuned in. So we're going to do a favorite stretch pose. So stretch pose has breath of fire. If you're on your menstrual cycle, then it's a long, deep breath. So breath of fire, we draw the navel in as we exhale through the nose. And remember, it's not a very strong, aggressive pull of the navel. It's a gentle pulsing action. So breath of fire we can do in poses because it's that gentle pulsing action. Later on, we'll do one of those powerful drawing the navel in that you wouldn't do in a pose because it's more powerful, right? So here it's a gentle pulsing, and we're going to go for 1.5 minutes. So the legs are up, the hands are reaching, and you can modify one hand behind your head, one leg down, and you take breaks wherever you need to. And let's go. My teacher, Keir Miller, says about stretch pose, one of the most powerful practices you can do on a daily basis to activate the energy at the navel center, to stimulate digestion. I'll always put my hand behind my head because I'm minding my neck always. And so please listen to your body. If you need to put one leg down, do that. And find your own pace with the breath of fire, right? Halfway. Last 15 seconds. And for the last 10 seconds, if you took a break, come back in and join us. Deep inhale, pause, hold, squeeze. So lift pelvic floor, hold, hold. Exhale. Completely relax. Drop in. Really nice. So we activate all that energy in the navel center. Let's come to sitting. So there's a few sitting poses now. So we're coming into the Kriya, the specific set of exercises timed. And this one is for deep detoxification. So the first one we're going to do is backward circles with our arms with the middle finger up, the root finger. It's called your Saturn finger in yoga. Your hands are out, and you're going to do backward circles. I'll set the timer. And eyes closed. And either long, deep breaths or a breath of fire. So building energy, shifting our frequency, greeting our day at a whole different level. So stick with it. Big circles, either long, deep breaths or breath of fire. Got this. Just 1 minute left. Thirty seconds. Now deep inhale, palm, hands straight out. Pause, hold, lift pelvic floor. Be very still. Exhale, release. And drop in. Find your center. So the next one we're going to do, I'm going to come off my cushion for this one. You might like to do the same. Our hands are behind our head. I'm going to make big circles, really massaging the internal organs. So start in a clockwise direction, rotating in the navel. And now start to go in the other direction. So now going anti-clockwise. And stay internal. Just dropping into this moment. No agenda. Almost like an innocence of no projection, no expectation, just in this moment, breathing and moving. Really nice. And release down. Take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. So the next one, I'm going to pop back onto my cushion. You might like to do the same. So the arms are in the diagonal. So one is up and one is down. And we're going to move the arms like that. So it'll be like a breath of fire. It'll be a little bit of an awkward one, but we'll be fine. I'll set the timer. We're going for 2 minutes. So eyes closed and off we go. Great job. Keep going. That's it. Halfway. Stay with it. We're nearly there. Now take a deep inhale. Arms out to the side. Palms up. Like you're pushing the walls away from you. Lift the pelvic floor. I gaze center of the forehead. Be very still. Exhale, release. Just drop in. When I first started doing Kundalini classes several years ago, and I could perceive that shift after poses, it just blew my mind. It's like, wow, this stuff works. So it's working with removing stagnation on an energetic level, creating coherence. Sense that. Our job is just to dive into it. Okay, let's go into the next one. So let's just sit in Vajrasana rock pose for a moment and drop in, experiencing this moment from the inside. Sometimes, what's his name? Michael Stringer, I think. He wrote, I can't remember, Untethered Soul book. And it was his revelation about this narrative that was going on all the time, as if describing what he was doing, as if there was a person inside his head all the time talking. And his revelation that that was separate from him. And our job is to quieten that voice and access our deeper intuitive wisdom. So we're going to come up into camel pose. So camel pose is one of those poses that you just see it. It's different days, different how you feel. So the hips stay above the knees. And we start our hands on our waist. And we think of the sternum lifting up. You have to engage the navel. So navel to spine and draw as if you're drawing the pubic bone towards the chest, so the tailbone under. And so this is going to protect the lower back. And it's not so much in the lower back. I mean, there's a certain amount of arching there, but it's really a heart-opening pose. And from here, either tuck your toes under, so hands on your waist, and this is perfect. Tuck your toes, hands to your heels, or see how you go if you wish. Flatten your feet and hands to your feet. And deep breaths here. For some people, it's comfortable to put your neck all the way back. And for some of us, we prefer the Jalanda Bandha, where the neck is drawn in, the chin is drawing in, the neck is long at the back. And deep breaths. Close your eyes, open in the chest. And then take a deep inhale. And as you exhale, come up and out of it. And come sitting on your knee heels. And let's come into, it's called Guru Pranam, child's pose, with your arms forward and your palms together. And fold here. Okay, so we're going to move in and out with the spine here. So we're going to exhale into camel. Is it? No. Inhale into camel, and or any version of it, and exhale down into Guru Pranam, this child's pose with your arms forward. And I'd ask you to bhavana, your intention, that which you are devoted to. So what is it in your life that brings you great joy, that you have a feeling of devotion towards? Have that intention as we move. So exhaling here in child's pose. And then as you inhale, coming up into any version of camel. And then exhale back into child's pose. And that feeling of devotion, when we access a feeling of devotion, it changes our frequency. Exhaling into child's pose. Last one. And just stay here in child's pose with your arms forward. And drop in. So what would it be like to just be here, no agenda, just in this moment, fully experiencing? Pure stillness. Just being. No doing, just being. Be nice. So let's come a few more movements to get through. So seated pose. And I'm going to draw all. Yeah. So all your fingers are drawing in like we're an ego eradicator. So the tips of the fingers drawing towards the base of the fingers, the thumbs are out and the arms are straight out. And we're going to inhale and then exhale. Move a bit forward because of my plans. And you go as going. Again, back with these lovely twists. Take a deep inhale. Arms straight out, pause the breath. Hold, be really still. And exhale. Sit very present. So dropping in. And when we become really present and drop all of our agendas, that's a form of detoxification. It's like we're letting them go. And we come back with fresh eyes. Okay. So if it's comfortable for you to come into rock pose, called Vajrasana, where you sit on your heels. The heels are pushing into the sitting bones, and just the alignment of the spine is optimal for this position. But if that's not comfortable, I often like to put a cushion between my knees, so then you're sitting on the cushion. So any version that works here. So I'm going to do some pumping of the belly. So in this very cleansing, very powerful breath, and it's a little bit different than breath of fire because it's really powerful. You're pulling the belly in. So what we're going to do is take a deep inhale. At the top of the breath, we pulse the belly 11 times, and then we exhale. And at the bottom of the breath, we pulse the belly 11 times. If you find 11, no problem, then you can increase it all the way up to 21. But make sure that you do the same amount of pulses at the top of the inhale and at the bottom of the exhale. So we start to take a deep inhale, pause the belly, and then pump the belly. So pulling it in with no breath. And then exhale fully. Breath held out, no breath, and pump the belly. Inhale. So pumping the belly is pulling the belly in and out, muscles moving, no breath. Pump the belly at the top. And so the length that suits you, so it might be a count of 11 pumps. It could be 15, whatever works for you, just make it even on both sides and keep going. Try not to strain, so we don't go so far that it's uncomfortable. Stay within where it's comfortable. And now take a moment, take a deep inhale and exhale. Just sit for a moment. Drop in. Really nice. Okay, so last one. Come sitting cross-legged again, easy pose. And this one, we're going to wrap our thumbs in our fingers. I'm going to punch forward and back. And so there's this twisting action as we go forward and back. And we do it like a breath of fire as we breathe, like so. And just go for it, right? I'm going to go for 2 minutes. And off you go. With enthusiasm, keep going. Last little bit, go for it. Inhale, draw the arms back. Pause, hold, lift pelvic floor. Exhale, release. Drop in. And let's go straight here to Satali breath. So beautiful, cooling, calming, detoxifying breath. So inhaling to the curled tongue, or if you can't roll your tongue, then through your teeth. And exhale through your nose. See if you can be really agendaless as you breathe, fully present, just with the breath. Now release the breath and just sit for a moment and notice the effects of your practice. And see, can you walk through the rest of this day with a sense of presence? Maybe a spontaneity as we let go of trying to control things. Joy in the simple things. To allow life to flow through us. To experience things as if for the first time with the eyes of newness. So let's lie down just for a moment, just to allow the energy to integrate a little bit more. And really relax, let go, surrender. It can be so hard to do, to let go, surrender, and just let life flow through us as we flow with presence. And so see, can you relax here? Allow your body to absorb the effects of your practice. If you have the time and the inclination, then I would encourage you to lie on a little bit longer, integrating. Otherwise, draw your knees into your chest and come on up to a seated pose. Close your eyes and drop into that inner steadiness. And when we operate from this inner steadiness, then we've less fear of how things turn out, less trying to control them, less allowing our agenda to push us through our day. And so may we move through this day from an inside out perspective. Being present and steady. Thanks so much for practicing with me this morning. I will record a 30-minute version of this class this morning at around 9:30. And if over the remaining days of the cleanse, you don't have time to do a full hour, then I'd encourage you to even do the half hour of this class, the deep detox. It's a great one to do as we're continuing on our cleanse and detox journey. So thanks so much for joining me this morning.